Initial D, potentially the most important piece of automotive media in our lifetime. There are a lot of cars in Initial D, and today we're gonna rank them all. I'm joined by our resident weeb, Jimmy Hilton.
Initial D. I'm psyched to be here.
Hell yeah, dude, I'm psyched to have you here. I'm James, and this is the D-List. Big thanks to Helix for sponsoring today's video. By now, you all know my motto about sleep, so say it with me. Sleep is the most important meal of the day. And finding the right mattress for me has always been a challenge. That's why I ordered a Helix, because in just a few clicks, I'm paired with the best mattress for me. Helix understands that everyone is different and even developed a sleep quiz that matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. I personally like a medium feel and often sleep on my tum-tum. So Helix paired me with the Helix Dust Luxe. And to prove how comfortable it is, I decided to make my animated self jump out of a plane and land on it for a comfortable, dramatic effect. Ooh, that's comfy. But you know what's better than finding the perfect mattress? How about Helix delivering it right to your front door? It even comes with a 100-night sleep trial, so you can be sure it's the perfect match, or they'll come pick it up themselves and give you a full refund. So say goodbye to uncomfortable mattresses and head on over to helixsleep.com/donutmedia, or click the link in the description to receive up to $200 off your mattress, plus 2 free pillows. Animator, 2 pillows, please? That's more like it. So today we're going to be looking at all the cars from the Initial D anime. We're not going to touch the manga or the live action movies. We're going to go in alphabetical order of brand. That means, of course, we're saving the 8.6 for last. Is it the best car in the franchise? We're going to find out. Also, I'm going to say a lot of these names wrong.
And I'm gonna try and correct them.
So let's get into it. First up, we got SHINGO, SHOJI'S, Honda Civic, EG6, hatchback.
I'm a big EG fan.
Me too.
I love EG hatches.
This is one of my favorite cars in the whole series.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The red. Oh.
The first driver that I would say is very aggressive towards.
He's a psychopath.
He is a psychopath.
Of course, famously, this race is a DUCT deathmatch race.
Oh, hands.
Yeah.
Both drivers have to have their right hand duct taped to the steering wheel at all times.
Obviously limits the amount that you can steer the wheel. Super scary, and this guy like insisted on it.
Oh yeah, he was like.
I don't know. We don't have any others on the board so far. I think this one's gonna rank pretty high, but let's just throw it up there.
Yeah, let's throw it up. Start it out. Yeah.
This is DAIKI NINOMIYA'S Honda Civic EK9 Type R hatchback. This is one of 2 yellow Type R EKs from the Toto Racing.
Yes. It's pretty moderate, I think. It's just an EK9. I mean, it is a Type R. That's pretty cool. Anybody out of Toto, I think, is just awesome.
Yeah, the Toto guys are like super smart and like respectful and like cool. So I don't think it's as cool as the EG6.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's definitely cool. Yeah. Another yellow EK Type R. This is the official Toto School spoon-tuned Honda Civic Type R EK9. I think
this is the one.
This is a very cool car.
Yeah, this is a very cool Honda.
There are a few companies cooler than Spoon.
Yeah, not many.
I think in real life this is a cooler car. In the series, this is
let's put it right here. I think. Yeah.
This next car is the final car from the Toto Racing School. Smiley Sakai's 1998 Integra Type R.
Dude, well, I can tell you one thing.
He wasn't smiling after the race.
They never do. But this car was turbocharged.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Makes it pretty cool.
It's a high compression turbocharged motor. And if it's coming from the Toto School, it's probably done pretty well.
Yeah.
So I think this is like, in real life, a very cool car, driven by like a very good driver.
Of course, yeah.
From a very cool crew.
Yeah.
So I think this is like up there.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is Go HOJO'S 94 ACURA NSX.
Really cool car. It's got a body kit on it. It's got BBS LMs.
I love NSXs.
Yeah.
I think they're perfect.
So I think right there.
Great. Yeah. Oh, dude, I just rewatched Fourth Stage. This dude is so cool.
Dude, he's cool.
This is the final battle for Takumi in the Fourth Stage. His nickname is the God Hand.
Yeah, God.
And then his buddy's nickname is the God Foot, which is so hard.
What a pair.
Like so hard. Can you imagine having a name? Like if we all called you God Hand?
I'd love it.
Dude, I know you would. It's a sick nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an AP1 S2000. Awesome car.
Yeah.
It's super tastefully modded.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the reason that they called him the God Hand is because he would only, speaking of the deathmatch.
Yeah, he only uses one hand.
He only drives with one
Oh,
hand. If we were ranking characters, this dude would be like close to the top.
Yeah, close
He's
to the
so
top.
cool.
I honestly want to go
me
down.
too.
Yeah, I like an AP1 a little bit more.
Love it. You don't like this car, huh?
No, and I'm a Miata owner.
I know, it's surprising.
I don't like it.
It's cool, it's got ITBs.
That's the only cool part. Look at that, it looks like a bar of soap.
You're describing a stock Miata.
Exactly.
How many stock Miatas have you owned?
Quite a few.
Yeah, a lot.
And they look like bars of soap.
And you're like, oh, I don't like it because it looks like the car that I love.
Well, I just think in Initial D, it should have had some, if it had better wheels, I would have been on board with it. He's got a cage, you know, that car is pretty loud too, because his girlfriend even was like, I can't listen to my CDs anymore in this thing.
And speaking of his girlfriend, this is like one of my least favorite stories in all of
it's
Initial
a weird
D.
one.
Like, he's like, hey babe, I'm sorry I spent so much freaking money on my car. I promise, if I lose, I'm gonna quit. Sorry, Miata owners. Sorry, I like the engine, but like this guy was such like a kind of just like a creep.
Yeah.
Like
bar of soap character.
Yeah, this guy's down here. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
I hated this guy. Okay, so now we've got a different Miata. This is Satoshi Omiya's NB.
Yep.
So no pop-up headlights. Not gonna judge him too hard, but I know that you're a huge fan of this car.
Oh, huge fan. This is probably one of my favorite Mazdas in the series. It's so cool. Garage Very Type N kit.
Garage Very Type N kit, you guys.
Such a cool kit. I wanted this for my Miata. My
Yeah.
NB. I wanted this kit so bad.
But instead you decided to make it look like a can of White Claw.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I'm not gonna rank it. I'm gonna let you put it. I'm not even gonna look. Dude.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna look, bro. Put it wherever you want.
All right.
I don't. Whoa, that's your favorite Mazda in the series?
Yeah.
I just remember
One of
the Mazdas in the series.
One of them.
No, Jimmy. There's two Mazdas I can think of right off the top of my head that are cooler than this car. Here's one.
Yeah.
Ryosuke Takahashi's FC. Dude, for me, this car might be a contender for #1. Yeah, I love FCRX7s. He shows up in the first season.
Yeah.
And he's just the dude.
Yeah,
right?
he is.
And he's just like the driver.
Yeah.
The only reason Takumi beat him is because he tuned his car down. And then he's just like, oh, I'm not driving anymore.
Gone with the wind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like guide my brother and this other young cat that I know. And I'm just gonna like put this. And then, dude,
he's back.
he comes back, bro.
He's back.
And the car's better than ever.
Dude.
It's like super built
Yeah.
and it's awesome. And he's just wrecking fools.
Oh, yeah.
Just like tearing dudes up.
Of course. And then it's got the Ryosuke headlights, the wing too.
It's so tasteful, it's so badass, and it fits the character perfectly.
Yeah.
So like right now, dude, honestly,
Throw
I'm
it
not
up.
even messing
Throw it
around.
up. Yeah.
Boom. That's where he's at. And he might stay there. Dude, 2 heavy hitters right in a row.
I love that their cars are just like, every time you see them, something's new.
Like it's really cool, like they are these like rich brothers who are very good at building cars.
Oh,
and
yeah.
surrounded by like really smart people. So like that's how it would be. You know what I mean? There always would be like a new little thing on their car. So Jimmy, I think early on in this video, you and I have a very tough decision to make.
I think just throw it up behind FC.
Yeah, under it.
Just throw it under it, yeah.
I 100% stand by this, okay? I 100% stand by this decision that Jimmy and I made. 2 Jameses make a right. Iconic, yes. Better than the FC? Sorry guys, I don't think so.
Yeah.
The next car is Kyoko's FDRX7. She was almost Keisuke's girlfriend. That whole thing was really weird. She was all like, my beloved, and then he was like, will they, won't they? But then he's like mean to her. It's got a single turbo
that's
rotary,
really cool.
which is cool. I think it's a well-built car.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
But nothing to write home about.
Moving on to Mitsubishis, we've got 5 Evos.
Yeah, 5 Evos.
Kiichi SUDO'S Lancer Evo 3. This car, big part of the series. It's when Takumi blew his engine.
He blew his engine.
Oh, this guy's got like the headband.
Yeah,
like the head wrap.
he's like,
Misfiring system. I think this is a cool car. This is the other Emperor Evo. I think this car is badass looking. Yeah. I love the front bumper.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got the monster.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched this series, I was like a kid and I was like, what is monster? It's so like, ugh. Yeah, when he beat the Night Kids, he took their sticker off their car, cut it in half, put it upside down on his wing like a Japanese fighter pilot. So for that reason, I think he's right under his bow. Going on with the Evo theme, this Aikawa's Lancer Evo 5. Oh, and this guy was like a...
Yeah, so this team, they spilled oil all over the course.
They almost killed my boy, Keisuke. These guys, you know what?
Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah.
This guy, he's the same dude from that team?
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, hate this guy too.
Yeah, they're just arrogant.
Yeah, he's like, oh, if you win the race, I might have to beat you up.
Yeah. And then they
got punked hard.
Yeah, they got
You're
punked.
down here too, you punk ass. See, you know what? Personality goes a long way.
Yeah.
Be nice to people.
The final Evo, this is sort of like the most American.
It is a very American-esque
build
kind of Evo,
of the Evos. It's got big old wang.
Yeah.
It's got bumpers and stuff.
C West kit.
I like C West.
Yeah.
It's got gain and door mirrors. I'm kind of lumping all the Evos together, dude. And which is weird because if you ask me, James, what kind of car would you like? I'd be like, an Evo. 100%.
Yeah.
I want an Evo real bad.
They're great cars.
But everyone in Initial D that drove an Evo, and that affects how I think about them when it relates to the series. So, which brings us to Jimmy's favorite car manufacturer and my top 3 favorite car manufacturer.
I'm all about
talking
Nissan.
about Nissan. Nothing to write home about.
Really nothing to write home about. Right out of the gate.
But it's cool. It's cool how like the series progresses.
Yeah.
Like the first stage is really kind of like, hey, these are the coolest dudes at my school who have like the coolest cars.
Yeah.
And Kenji's 180SX is one of the coolest cars out of high school.
Dude, if I was in a high school and I saw that in the parking lot, I'd be like, I want to hang out with this guy.
Yeah, this guy's cool. I hope he lets me come hang out with him. Just because he's a speedster.
Yeah, he is a speedster. Dude, that's high car.
Yeah, next up we have a purple or a fuchsia version of high car. The similarities between this and the 350Z that we built in the first season of High Low are mind-boggling. And I also appreciate that there's a 69 in the license plate. Big fan.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, it also has the same mirrors.
Yeah, it has similar mirrors. It's so funny.
I love this car.
Yeah, I did.
You've bled on that car. You've sweated on that car.
I cried on that car.
You've cried on. We all cried on that car. We cried in that car.
A lot of crying.
A lot of crying.
Yeah.
I love this car.
That's so cool.
I love this car. Okay, next up we got Mako's Sil 80 Impact Blue. She's driven one of the only female drivers.
Yep.
She also had a who I thought her Navigator was cuter than her.
I did too.
Like that's kind of like my style. We're kind of like
sidekick guys.
I mean, this is one of the cars that cemented the series for me.
It's so cool. It's such a cool battle too.
Yeah, and I think because it cemented the series for me, it really cemented the idea of Japanese cars and drifting to me. So this one is like high up there, very high up there.
Dude, that.
I mean, come on!
Such
second favorite car.
This is probably one of my favorite cars of all time.
Yeah.
Like
the seafoam green, two-tone.
So sick. How many times have we talked about me and you
this
both
car,
getting one? Yeah,
this
like,
spec.
we're gonna get one.
Dude, I want a two-tone, really clean, Sylvia coupe.
Like just stock body.
Stock body, SR20.
Yeah.
But I definitely think this is such a big part of my car dude experience.
Yeah. And you had an S13 coupe.
Yeah, my first car was a S13 hatchback, and I got it around the time that I started watching this.
Dude,
and started reading a blog called Sil 80 Mania. Shouts to you, dude. We talk on Instagram sometimes now, so how far we've come.
It sucks. That's how I started. I started with S14s. That was my favorite.
That's the reason you worked here.
Yeah.
Because you came to interview as an intern and you had a caged S14 up front. Yeah. And you were talking to our head of production, and I walked into the meeting and I was like, hey, whose car's that? And
I was like, it's me, mister! But
it's not a contender.
No, it's not. I don't think we should put it high. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Nissan.
Yeah, I love S14s, but
next up we have an S15 Sylvia, one of in my opinion, the coolest cars.
It's a pretty cool car.
Ever. Strawberry
Yeah.
face. I think like sometimes Initial D does such a great job of being like, you can have the coolest car on the planet, but you can either still be a dillweed or still be bad at driving.
Money doesn't buy skill.
Yeah, car is very cool, and I acknowledge that we keep going back and forth with how we rank this based on character, battle, and car. But guess what? That's how the video's turning out. That's what it is, okay? So that's what it is. Me and Jimmy hanging out, talking about a show we like, and hopefully you like the show too, and you like hearing about it. So, and if you do like what's going on, hit that like button because it really helps us out in the algorithm. ER34 Skyline.
Yeah, it's an ER34.
What does that mean? Okay, because you hear R34 Skyline GTR and you're like,
yeah, so my best understanding is it's an RB25.
Okay.
RB25 rear wheel drive, turbo, single turbo.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
No. Still heavy car though.
Sure.
Yeah, very heavy car.
But I do like the idea of a rear wheel drive R34.
Yeah, it's really cool. This is the Night Kids. This is
This is the first.
This
is
is
the car
Yeah.
that introduced Takumi to all-wheel drive.
Yes, all-wheel drive.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Initial D, a lot of it is Takumi being behind someone in a race, being like, "How can he do this?
How can I make my move?"
Yeah. How is he going into the corners that fast?
Yeah. And then someone going,
Oh, what?
"Whoa!"
Holy crap! This dude was a monster.
Yeah, he was. He's so cool.
Yeah, the Night Kids are one of the coolest teams.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think this is up at the top. Another R32 GTR
This is my favorite R32 GTR.
in the series.
Yeah, it's a cool story. He's a cool character. He's kind of weird too.
Yeah.
He's a weird guy. He's got long hair. You know.
Yeah, Ryosuke returns.
Yeah.
He's fighting this guy. Then we find out that this dude's girlfriend was in love with Ryosuke.
Yeah. They got beef.
And then her family yelled at her so much that she killed herself.
Yeah. Pretty
Now,
intense story.
This dude's so mad at Ryosuke.
So he's out for blood. Like the whole race, he's trying to just like
Kill people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just straight up murder.
But the car, 650 horsepower RB26.
Boom.
Like roll cage, racing seat,
Yeah.
big wing. So cool.
So cool. We're going.
Oh, best actually. One last thing. R33 wheels.
I do think that's a very tasteful.
That's a very tasteful mod. I think above Takahashi's R32 because it's like this thing's 650 horsepower.
Yeah, that is true. This is Kozo Hoshino's R34 GTR.
This is Godfoot.
This is Godfoot, dude. Remember we were talking about God Hand before? Well, introducing Godfoot, bro. This dude apparently, and he told us in the show, he's owned an R32.
He's owned all of them.
An R33.
Yep.
Got another R32.
Yeah.
But now,
He's got 34.
R34, dude. And this guy has such great acceleration, articulation.
He's using his foot.
Somehow he can drift an R34, even though it's got the Atessa system and all-wheel drive.
I'd like to meet the guy who could do that. It's got Advan 3-spoke wheels too on an
Yeah.
R34.
Yeah.
That's not seen a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
And the color's so good.
Oh yeah.
This is the part of the video where the monolith gets a little chaotic. Done with Nissan, moving to Subaru. It's a very short category, but a very important
Yes,
one. Because
very important.
if you think Takumi Fujiwara is cool, well then you gotta meet Buta Fujiwara, his daddy, the reason that we're all here, really.
Oh yeah. I want him to be my dad.
100%.
Yeah, he's cool.
Just like constantly, just like real chill.
Yeah.
Like super supportive though. And like just like constantly surprising his son.
Always smoking a cigarette too.
Yeah.
It's just like
supporting him behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like Takumi doesn't know what
He doesn't.
Bunta's doing, you know?
Yeah.
Like Bunta's like getting new cars, rebuilding
Oh,
engines
yeah.
for him and stuff. Like
he's getting Group A engines.
Yeah.
From where? We don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
he-
his friend Keiichi?
yeah, he buys this car for something to drive, but also to teach Takumi,
That, you know, you're gonna get beat.
yeah, here's the weaknesses of your
Yeah.
car, and here's how you drive your car better. I love this car. I think it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool car.
This would be like I would love to daily one of these.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a pretty cool daily car.
Yeah, never raced,
Never raced.
but smoked Takumi.
Smoked him.
Yeah, smoked him.
Smoked him like fine meats.
Just because it's daddy's car.
It's Papa.
It's zaddy, dude. Sakamoto, Suzuki, Cappuccino. I kind of feel like the writers of the show thought that this was such an interesting storyline.
Yeah.
And then they spent so much time on it.
Right, they did.
But like the bad
felt like
guys
that.
weren't likable at all.
No, they weren't. Yeah, I like the bumper. That's the only thing
I like the, yeah, and I don't mind the car. And if it was
Yeah.
like a quick little battle or whatever,
Yeah.
like a quick race, I'd be like, oh, that was fun that
Yeah.
they did that. But then they spend like 3 or 4 episodes on this.
Oh, they do.
You know how like people say like, I ain't mad at it? I am mad at it. We've reached our final manufacturer. And what a manufacturer it is.
Toyota.
This next car is potentially my, it's up there, dude.
It's so sick.
And the driver is
Yeah.
cool as hell.
Oh, he's so cool.
He becomes such like an ally. And
Yeah.
like the Takahashi brothers are like Takumi's like team. And like, even though they're amateur, like his professional
Right.
life. And like, it's nice to have like a friend
Yeah.
who's like kind of in the same situation
Yeah.
as you.
And that's what Wateroo is.
Yeah, to talk to.
Yeah, he's like, you got some 8.6 problem? I can help you out, man. Like,
Yeah.
I know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a Toyota 8.6. It's not Takumi's. It's what's called 11, which means it doesn't have the pop-up headlights.
No pop-ups.
It's got the solid
Yeah.
brick headlights.
Which I think looks a little bit better.
I honestly,
I'm sorry.
I agree, 100%. If I didn't make that song up in an episode of Up to Speed, I would have 11 front end. I think it's so cool looking. It's got that big TRD wing.
Did the TRD N2 wing. Such a cool wing.
One of the best races in the entire series.
That's such a fun race, I think, when they're just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Keisuke and the Takahashi brothers are just sitting there, like, watching them go back and forth. They're like, they'll catch up.
Yeah, because they just keep going, and then they become friends. It's like,
That's so cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
I love this car.
Dude, I'm gonna get
Dude,
one.
I'm really happy with our top 5.
Yeah, it's going well so far.
Really happy.
Yeah.
Itsuki is kind of the everyman of Initial D.
Love him.
Everyone wants to be Takumi.
Yeah. But really, you're an Itsuki. Yeah.
He thought he was buying an 886. Turns out it was an 885, which means no 4AGE.
Carbureted.
Carbureted, no fuel injection.
85 horsepower.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Eventually, he does end up turboing it, but he really didn't need to. You know what I mean? He's just kind of like that guy.
Yeah.
Great guy, kind of a mascot.
Yeah. Cute little mascot
Yeah.
running around.
He'll always be there for you. Not a cool car.
Yeah.
I mean, he's down here.
He's down here, but he's not an
No, he's not an ass.
arrogant. He's not mean.
But I
He's
mean, it's the least cool car.
Yeah.
And I think that's apt for the character.
Yeah. That's on brand.
Yeah, it's just not a very cool car.
Nobuhiko Akayama's Altezza.
I love an Altezza. I love this car. I think it's super
So
cool.
cool, yeah.
Not the best driver in the series, but smart guy.
Smart guy. He's a smart guy.
Cool parts on the car.
Yeah. TRD stuff. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong with TRD.
I think this is a solid middle of the pack. That's it, right under the DC2.
Yeah.
The jerk Evos, they're just like jerks.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Miki's Celica GT4.
Yeah.
Cool car.
Cool car.
Dude's not a real driver. They didn't actually race in this car.
Yeah, it was more just like he kind of had to come save his
Girlfriend from being sexually
Yeah.
assaulted by this piece of crap.
Exactly.
So the car is cool, but I can't even say that the guy is cool because he's a piece of
So he's
So
not,
it's
even on the list.
Because 1, you didn't even race, and 2, no means no, dude. Take
You're a loser.
Boo! Boo! Celica GT4s are very cool.
They're very cool.
Yeah, so this is Ken's SW20 MR2. SW20, of course, means second gen MR2. Honestly, one of my favorite looking cars.
Oh, yeah.
I drove one on
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno's garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, big flex there. Cool storyline. The car, not a turbo.
Dude, and then he just comes back.
It comes back,
Yeah,
dude,
so-
with the MRS. I think done right, these look amazing.
Yeah.
And I think this one's definitely done right.
Oh yeah, with the C1 kit, it just looks so cool.
And they're totally slept on right now.
Yeah,
So,
very cheap still.
They're
Get 'em-
awesome.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're not hot. Get them while they're cold.
Yeah.
Because this video is probably gonna ruin them. Dude, is that a Supra?
Dude, is that a Supra?
Is that a Supra, dude? Dude.
Supra!
Is that a Supra?
Oh my god. It's a Supra.
It's a Supra, dude. Hideo Minigawa's Supra.
Honestly,
Not a fan.
Of it at all?
no.
Of Supras in general?
Yes. Come at
Well,
me,
Jimmy,
internet.
it was fun having you on the show and on the channel once. I can see it. I mean, they are overpriced.
Yeah, For me, it's such a big car for the Togue. You know, think about it. It's so big.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the series goes and like what they did with the cars and stuff, I think this one sort of came and went.
Yeah, it really did. It wasn't that special.
Supers are cool, but as far as Initial D goes, I'm gonna put them somewhere just kind of down here. Jimmy, it's been a long run. I think there's 37 cars on this list.
Yeah.
We've gone through 35 now. We're at our final 2. First up, we have Shinji
Inui. Yeah.
You say it.
Shinji Inui.
A86 GT Apex Coupe.
It's a coupe.
Yeah.
It's a coupe.
So this is a really cool race. You know, as far as Takumi's story goes, this is like, I'm the young hotshot kid that no one believes can drive this well. Turns out there's someone younger than me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you wanna know something else? I'm gonna drop another bombshell. I think I like a coupe better than a hatch. As far as 8.6s go, I like the opposite of what I have. It's tough. So many cool cars.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't want to bonk people down.
I'm just gonna go.
Go for it. Oh.
I'd say it's just like around here.
Yeah.
It's been a long road, and finally, the car that started it all, the reason old Corollas are worth any money at all. They don't have any horsepower.
No.
The suspension is really basic.
Very.
The amenities, non-existent.
What is an amenity?
The looks,
Subpar.
the fact that Takumi Fujiwara ripped up on everything from FDRX7s to S13 Silvias to AP1 S2000s to Suzuki Cappuccinos, everything. Almost every car on this list.
Takumi beat.
Fair and square.
And they couldn't believe it. Before this show, nobody thought this was a great car. Takumi Fujiwara's Panda Tofu Delivery AE86.
It's cool.
Yeah, just like, it told every kid, like, it was like the point of this whole show is like, it doesn't matter what car you have, you can
race it.
You can race it.
Yeah.
And if you're a good enough driver, you can beat people.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I mean, 100%.
100%.
No shocks here.
He's even above the
No
D-list.
bombshells.
Yeah.
King of Akina, king of the D-list, ghost of the monolist, Takumi's Tofu Delivery A86. Jimmy, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's super awesome having you here.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you guys for watching this video and everything else on Donut Media. To make sure you don't miss anything, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Jimmy, where can we find you on social media?
My Instagram is @russelljimmy.jp.
You can find me at James Pumphrey on all social platforms. I think on TikTok, I'm Kentucky Cobra. To learn more about the Donut Underground, click the join button below or click the link in the description. Check out this new season of High Low airing right now. I love you.
Bye-bye.